like you all know, we have a lot of economic activities last week, which actually move the market. We have from the NFP, we have FOMC, and we have interest rate reports from the like of the pounds, the euro, and then the US. So last week on Friday, we saw the non-farm payroll rise by just 114,000. That is the lowest they've ever had since January 2021. And the unemployment rate tick up. There is 80% chance that they are going to be rate cut in September. And as you all know, November is the US election. So since January of this year, they've been clamoring about the rate cuts, and we see no rate cut happen. So probably there is an 80% chance now with the job data that dropped. There is an 80% chance that Fed will go like 50 basis point cuts in September, and so many big banks like JP Morgan and cities, they actually call for rate cut in September and November. So let's see how it could. But probably in the next couple of weeks, the rate cut sentiment might actually move the market, and you see the US dollar weakness coming back to play out. Last week we were talking about US dollar strength, that we might see what happened in July last year, blah blah blah. But with what the economic activity is saying, with what they drop in the job data, and last week we actually said that Fed will keep the rate unchanged, and they did that. We have rate unchanged. Last week they didn't do anything to do it. They didn't opt out, they just left it unchanged. But we saw the unemployment. We saw the disappointing unemployment rate from the US dollar. This will cause the rate cut euphoria or rate cut sentiment in September. So let's see how it goes. And US election is coming, and they want to cut rate. So let's see what market will price with the rate cut sentiment. And for me, I believe that the DSY has break this low, which make it invalidated, which make the previous upward prediction invalidated. So now what we are waiting for, this low has been actually invalidated right here. You understand? So the DSY has invalidated this low. So this week, probably on Monday, we should see a retracement coming back to this particular area, and then probably a rejection from there down to 102.471. And if 102.471 break, we should see a break back to 100.774. So that's my prediction that next week or next couple of weeks, US dollar weakness, DSY sell-off. So let's see how it goes. But before we go to the individual currency on my watch list, so let's check the economic activities of next week. Next week should be a quiet week. Monday we should see finance service PMI and ISM service PMI, and as you all know, of manufacturing in the purchase manufacturing index is probably a leading indicator news. You understand? So let's see. On Tuesday we have from the Australian dollar, that is the interest rate report from the Australian dollar on Tuesday. That is it. And then Tuesday too, we have the unemployment rate and employment change from the SND. So we have AUD USD on our watch list, SND USD on our watch list. And on Wednesday we have the Canadian dollar IV PMI. Same day we have 10-year bond auction of the United States. On Thursday we have the AUD governor speech, and then Thursday too we have the inflation expectation from the SND. Then coming on Thursday we have the unemployment claims, and this one, what you want to expect from this one is a higher unemployment claim because of the low unemployment rate. If we have a low unemployment a high unemployment rate. Sorry, that's what I want to say. If you have a high unemployment rate, expect unemployment claim to be high as well. Understand? Because the number of people filing for unemployment benefit will be high because not more people are employed. That's why we have a high unemployment rate to 4.1%. And then we have the low employment data, which is the lowest since 2021. So expect this one to come probably. And the previous one is 249, and market sentiment is predicting 245. Expect like 250 or to expect more than 245 in my opinion, or expect 260 or to something in my opinion, because if the previous is 249 and we said that the employment data is 114,000, that is lowest since 2021, and this previous they just dropped it in June, so which means that the recent one will be higher than this one, which means I'll be expecting like 270 or 280 here. And on a Friday we have the Canadian dollar employment change and unemployment rate. That is on Friday. So probably we don't have much on the US dollar. We might see more retracement in the US dollar this week or continuation to the upside. So probably on Monday we might see retracement, and then we'll see JPUSD continue to the upside, Euro USD continue to the upside. So probably US dollar weakness should continue this week. So let's check the individual currency on our watch list. So the first one I want to check is gold right here. As you can see, last week we saw gold rally to this area before the NFP, and then even after the NFP, like few hours after the NFP, we saw this sharp fall and the market fell back to this area, which rechecked at this trend line level and started going to the upside. So what is the next movement in gold? For me, I believe gold is still in an uptrend, and for me, I believe that we might close above this high. Right here, price might close above this high. So probably be taking my buy from this particular area, as you can see, or probably price might do something. Maybe might just see on Monday, probably maybe Lord Essential on Monday, price might come here, and then we'll see a move to the upside. So probably I'm waiting for an opportunity to enter a buy position on gold, and then if we now see that price fall, and if we fall back to this area, that's where I'll be looking to pick my bias again to break this particular high to the upside. But on Monday, actually I'll be waiting for an opportunity to enter a buy position at this particular area right here on gold. So any adjustment you see on gold now is an opportunity for you to look for a bias that will actually break this particular high. But if you want to be on the safer side, this should be your take profit. If you see any retracement around this area, maybe if the retracement come back, because gold can do something and it's fond of doing that thing. The retracement might come here, it will break this to the downside and form a long rejection weak candle above it and started going up, because the market participants might have seen that you have actually maybe buy here, maybe set your stop loss around this area or probably around it, but most people will set their stop loss around this particular area, and they might just come here, pick your stop loss up, and then price will close above this and it will started buying. So just look where you want to put your entry and then where you want to put your exit. So that's that on gold, as you can see. And then the next one is pounds US dollar. So on pounds US dollar, I'm waiting for a retracement to actually go long. That is to buy pounds US dollar. As you can see, price moved from this high back to this particular low. And this low, if you measure this low and here, that is this high, and here that is a 61 point. Let's measure it with Fibonacci retracement. Okay, 78.6 Fib retracement level. So price reject from 78.6 Fib retracement level, which tell us that that's where it wants to reject before creating a new high. You know, when price break this high to the upside, it went as far as going this route, and then came back to retest this particular area, which is a low right here. And then, as you can see, what price is doing here is telling us that this place is where it actually want to reject right there, and then is at 78.6 Fibonacci retracement level. So what you want to wait for is probably maybe on Monday a slowdown back to this area, and you pick your buy setup from that area, because I don't think price might come below this flow. I don't think so. With a solid mind, I don't think so. So which means that if you see any retracement from here, maybe probably breaking this this trend line, and then you see it close above it, that's when you enter your buy bias. Probably your first take profit can be here, and then you can put this as your second take profit, which is almost like 300 pips to the upside. So let's see how it goes here. So from here down to the up to this particular area, and then let's see it is the first TP, and this is where I'll be looking to take my profits next week, unless I see the price actually move above it. And then you see, so because if you check, you see that there is an area of resistance around that particular level. So if we zoom it further, you see that what I'm actually looking at is for price to just come here, create a buy, a bullish rejection candle, and then probably close above this line, where I'll be taking my buy position to this particular level right here. So let's see how it goes. That's my own bias on pound US dollar. So on euro US dollar, this one I'll be looking for a sell back to, let's say, 50% fib adjustment level. That is in the 15 minutes time frame. So let's just go to 5 minute time frame. So this is what I'll be looking at. I'll be looking at price to probably fall back to this level, probably fall back to this particular level or this level before I would take my bias. Because if you take that level is a very strong resistant level where the US dollar is at now. Is a very strong resistant level, which might drag the price back to, let's say, at least 38.2 fib level, or probably 50% level. And I might cut this sell tomorrow. So if I cut this sell, I will actually sell back to any of this level before I join the buyer. So that's what I'm actually looking at on the euro US dollar. So a long time buy, but probably a short term sell setup right there. And then, as you can see, this daily time frame, as you can see, the very bullish one. So probably you might see a retracement back to any of this level before the move to break this particular level. So let's see next week on AUD US dollar. Here too, what I'm actually looking at is a buy bias right here. As you can see, price then creates a new low here, and then we have a rejection. Price then creates a new low here, and this is a very strong support level. If we zoom it, you see that a very strong support level right there, coupled with a trend line level, and a very strong support level on the AUD US dollar. And next week we have the interest rate report from the Australian. So let's see from the Australia. So let's see how price reacts to this level. But for me, I believe that we should see a rejection from this level to the upside. And then if you actually want to measure probably the take profit level, so here too we can identify the high and the low, and then you get to go with a fib retracement level, which means that we might identify this as the take profit level. And if you see the take profit level, there is a level around that particular area. Understand? So price might actually hit this particular area. So let's see how it goes. So probably I'll be looking for a buy setup around this area, and then obviously stop loss might be few pips away from this low, and then stop loss might be here, which I'll be looking for a buy setup on AUD USD back to 6,640, 0.6640, 0.6640. And on US dollar JPY, we should still see continuation to the downside on this pair, but probably if there is a retracement, because that is how JPY move. JPY just probably move in one way if you want to start moving. So probably you might see maybe a retracement back to this high, then a rejection back to that particular area. So but I'm still favoring US dollar JPY to the downside, which means the price will still come here. No, probably it's gonna happen next week, 145.63. So but what I'm actually looking at is for price to just retrace, probably pick a sell at this area, and then see the break of that low back to 145.63. So on US dollar, Canadian dollar, there are two things I'm looking at here. If you check the 4-hour time frame, you see a rejection there, a rejection candle there, and then a confirmation candle. This is a rejection candle, and this is a confirmation candle, which means that buy position, you might enter a buy position at the opening of the market, which might break this particular high to the upside, and then a target is at that particular area. Or if price now come and retrace below, and then you should be looking for a price to bounce at this low. You get, so two things is either you enter here, and then if there is a retracement, you enter at this particular area, you enter your buy setup at that particular area with that rejection candle. So if here it goes your way, that's fine. And if you see a retracement probably on Monday, you should be looking to enter at this particular area, which that places your stop loss. Is your take profit. This is the first target, and this is the second target going into the next week. And then this is a very, very solid area, as you can see, a very, very solid area of support level, which might actually push the price upward. So let's see. This is one of my favorite setup going into the next week. And then the last one we want to talk about today, that is on my watch list today, is AUD Canadian dollar. So as you can see, on Friday, there is an entry on this AUD card right here, but it actually kissed the take profit, the stop loss before it started rejecting. So probably this week we'll be looking to take our entry at the market price, and then we are expecting price to go below this particular low, which might actually happen, and then our entry to be right here. So the entry might be right here, and then this high might be the stop loss. So we might go for 1:2 or 1:3. You get, so the one that suits you can actually go for it. So probably 1:3. So let's see how price reacts to this, because as you can see, it's in a downtrend. So but if you want to follow where the next support level is, I don't think it should be more than 1:2. So that's 1:2. So let's see how it goes, and then let's see how price will react to that particular area. So this is the pairs on my watch list this week. And then don't forget to trade safely. Don't forget to use your protective stop loss. Don't forget to do your own analysis. I'm not a financial advisor. This is just for educational purpose. And there is a link to a verified broker in the description box. Just click it, register, and fund, then start trading. So you can deposit as low as $5 in the broker, and you can start trading with that, and then you make your withdrawal. And we have a very, very tight spread and up to unlimited leverage, so on HFM. So just click the link, register, and enjoy your trading. So we'll see you next week in the next week Forex forecast for the meantime, have a good and a profitable trading week ahead.